Most sports talking heads make predictions, then hope you forget about how wrong they were. But not Mackey and Judd.
Write this down.
This is the big leagues, where we own our terrible predictions.
Write that down.
And keep track of each other's batting averages. It's Write That Down.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
With Mackey and Judd.
All right, it's go time. It's go time here.
Go time.
For the most transparent segment in sports talk, this is Write That Down with Mackey and Judd and Declan. We, every single week, go through the predictions that we've made, and we hold each other accountable. This is where we admit that we were wrong. People ask us all the time, when are you going to admit that you were wrong, Judd?
Every Wednesday.
Well, Judd has a massive pile of wrong predictions the last 2 months or so.
It's been a struggle, but I admit to it. But you know what? It's out there. It's in public. I own up to it.
It is. This is public record right here. So here's how it works. 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable. We keep track of batting averages, and for the more aspirational predictions, we keep track of home runs as well. And listeners, if you want to participate, like our guy Zach is about to, you can just send us a message through the Score North app. There's a feedback tab at the bottom of it, and you can send us a message that way, and we'll get you on the show. We'll get you scheduled here. Write That Down this week, boys, is presented by Federated Mutual Insurance Company. If you are a business owner and you're just looking for a better partner when it comes to risk management, frontline protection, Federated comes in with over 100 years of experience. There's a full list of industries Federated protects at federatedinsurance.com, so check it out. And remember, at Federated, it's our business to protect yours.
Write this down.
All right, so Judd, you finally got off the schneid, but you lost your batting average lead to Declan for the first time. I think you've been wire to wire to this point, and we're like 5 or 6 weeks from the end of the season.
I'm the 64 Phillies. I'm the 78 Red Sox.
So Judd needs a bounce back here, and oh no!
Oh
Judd
no! Oh
It's
no!
more
It's
red,
just
dude.
more. You know, I can't break out of it. I can't break out of it.
Dude, what is this? I mean, this is like the Wolves in the fourth quarter, but every
don't know.
single week for you.
I am like about to be sent down, and I was.
Yes.
It's incredible. Like I'm going to Portland.
This is like, remember when the Yankees moved A-Rod to like 8th in the batting order in the playoffs that one year?
Oh, yeah.
This is
Yeah.
worse than that. This is
like.
I'm about to be optioned. Like this is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm
So
close to being DFA'd.
You said, well, we need you. I mean, there's only 5 weeks left here, right? The trade deadline is
My
passed.
DFA me.
We need you.
He needs to go to high A and fix his swing. You and Miguel Sano. You need to go back.
You should legitimately just make
I figured it out.
you should make Iowa Wolves predictions,
I figured
AHL
it out.
predictions.
I figured it out. What's wrong? I'm doing what should be called the reverse Miguel. Livia has helped me lose weight, but I've lost all power. Like I'm grounding out.
God.
I'm rolling my wrists. I can't do anything right.
You're so
I've
weak.
lost too much weight.
It's so weak. D'Angelo Russell will have 30 or more points against the Warriors.
That was Ant Edwards.
And had 48.
Like I was right on with the wrong guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens.
You said Kaprizov will score at least 2 goals in the next 3 games.
Wait.
scored
Wait.
1.
I'm trying to think quickly. That's his fault. That's his fault, not my fault.
I actually side with Judd on that one. That is his fault.
I'm circumventing all responsibility from now on. Keep
I
going.
side with Judd.
You said Jose Barrios will be pitching in the National League next season. I don't think they're going to trade him after signing him to a 7-year contract. with the Blue
That's
Jays.
an old prediction, probably from back when I was hot, so I can't really speak to that one.
And you said Alex Kirilloff will finish top 3 for American League Rookie of the
Bad
Year.
luck. Bad luck. He got hurt.
You meant to say Randy Arozarena. I just spelled it wrong. All right. The season is not going well for me either here. Kind of a mixed bag. I said Bolmaro will play at least 10 minutes in a game at some point in the last week. He did not. I said the Wild would pitch a shutout between last week and this week's. Write that down. Did not happen. But I did tell you the Wolves would beat the Lakers because
There you go. Attaboy.
I felt that one in my bones. Listeners here, this is a home run, I believe.
Yes.
So Devlin predicted way early on. This is like back in Q1 of the year. He said Adam Page will become the AEW World Champion by defeating Kenny Omega, and AEW will have a second show on TV by the end of the year. Both of those
That's
things
a home run.
have happened. So, yeah, we're going to give him circle
Happy
the
cowboy
bases.
bleep.
Devlin, dude.
I love it.
Ultimate Twins fan on Twitter.
I love it.
Declan, nice little week for you. You did say your primetime parlay, you had the Ravens beating the Dolphins, the Chiefs beating the Raiders, and the Rams beating the Niners, and you didn't.
I don't feel as bad about that after the Rams lost, because the Ravens losing to the Dolphins, if that would have been the caveat, because I still don't know how the Dolphins beat the Ravens last Thursday night, but that's okay.
It's a crazy
weird
league
this
Declan.
year. Yeah.
Crazy
Crazy
league.
league?
Weird, man. You said the Wolves will win at least one of their 2 games in the back-to-back against the Warriors and the Lakers. They beat the Lakers. And you had Kevin Fiala
Finally.
will score a goal between now and next week's. Write that down, and he did. He scored in the first game against, was it the Islanders?
Something like that, I believe.
In the first game. So there it is. So Declan has widened his batting average lead now. I mean, it was a stretch to even catch Judd, and now Declan's up by almost 20 points, 354 with 4 home runs.
Yep.
Judd all the way down. You're down basically 100 points in the last 3 months.
Hey, Declan gets paid too, okay? I mean,
6
Declan
home
gets
runs.
paid too. I mean, I don't know what you expect from
It's
me.
not your fault.
It's not my fault. No.
I'm a cost-effective OBP high WAR player right here, Judd. That's all I do.
You know what? I have decided this week it's self-scout time. And Stella,
Okay.
I'm going to have Stella the dog go and do the self-scout because I'm taking no responsibility for this.
You just work here.
Exactly right.
And then I'm struggling. I'm at 294 with 4 home runs, but I've actually gained like 20 points in the batting average race despite tumbling myself. And the listeners are at 279, but a league leading 8 home runs.
Yeah, some bombs.
On the season now.
Good for you guys.
Just bombs. All time, by the way, listeners leading with 17 all-time home runs. Judd and I both have 14. Declan with 6. Judd still out in front with 186 career hits. So, all right, let's get our guest listener predictor, Zach, in here. He's crouching down in his office at work. We're going to try not to get you in trouble here. But, Zach, welcome to the show. What is your strategy in the batter's box today?
Just hit a couple singles, maybe 1 bomb or 2.
Okay.
All
I
right.
like it. You're working all fields, and you're going to, if you get a 2-0 pitch or something, you're going to try and turn on it, right?
Joe Mauer type day.
Attaboy.
All right, so here's how this works. We're going to go Zach, Judd, Declan, back to me. We'll make 3 trips around the room. Just make sure your predictions are quantifiable,
Write this down.
and that's pretty much the only main rule here. So, Zach, you lead us off.
All right, write this down. The Vikings will go 2-1 in the next 3 games.
Okay?
All right.
So, off the record, who do you think they beat? What are the 2 wins?
I think they beat the 49ers and the Lions. I think we have a letdown on Sunday, even though it's against Declan's favorite Green Bay Packers. But I think we struggle and have a letdown that game.
So, if they get to, that's the thing. If they lose this game to the Packers, they still have some, I mean, they could still get back to 500 with the way that you just played it out. So,
Write this down.
all right, Judd Zolgat.
All right, I'm going to jump ahead to the Big Ten regular season finale for the Gophers and give you this. Write that down. The Gophers will lose to the Badgers, and Tanner Morgan will throw 2 or more picks in that game. So the Gophers playing the Badgers at Huntington Bank Stadium in a couple of weeks will lose that game. That's no surprise. But PJ Fleck's stubbornness and refusal to go away from his starting quarterback will result in 2 or more picks as well, Dex.
I love how you're just skipping the Indiana game.
I don't
Tanner,
care.
me too.
Tanner Morgan's he's
That
going to
game's
light it up.
I might not watch that game. Do you know how bad the Hoosiers are? They're terrible.
Yeah, I'm with you. If
I might not watch that game.
if I'm at a bar and it happens to be on somewhere, then I'll glance at it. But I'm going to put the Gophers in timeout for a week. I don't need to see it. You should be winning that game. They're only a 7-point favorite. I get that it's a road game, right?
Indiana's awful. Rutgers isn't good, and they killed them.
Write this down.
All right, Declan.
I'll actually go a hot stove prediction here with the Twins.
Wow.
I will say there will be a credible report that the Twins are interested in free agent pitcher Marcus Stroman.
Okay.
So the Twins will have reported interest. We'll all agree who that reported interest is. I don't know if that'll be a national insider, could be a local insider, but the Twins will have interest in Marcus Stroman. I've seen, I believe, trade rumors predicting him he'll go to the Twins. But and the Twins had interest in him 2 years ago. Actually would have loved Marcus Stroman in 2019. But I'll say the Twins will have interest in free agent pitcher Marcus Stroman.
Write this down.
I'm going to piggyback off this one. I think a couple things here. I think just to set this up, December 1st is when the CBA expires, right, Judd? So it kind of feels like this is a lot earlier than players usually sign. Like Thanksgiving is usually when you see the first wave of signings. Like Torrey Hunter signed with the Angels on Thanksgiving or something because some guys just want to get it done before the holidays. But I think you're seeing a lot of players and agents saying, let's get the bag now in case this gets weird after December 1st and the season gets wiped out or something. You know, there's some players that are looking and saying, if this gets contentious, I don't want to be without a team and a contract. So let's get that locked in. So I think there's going to be quite a bit more activity in the next week or so. So starting today until December 1st, Darren Doogie Wolfson will report, specifically Darren Doogie Wolfson will report that the Twins were not really in the mix or something like that on at least 3 more starting pitchers who sign. And if there's any sort of vagueness to that, we can hash it out. But he already reported on the Eduardo Rodriguez and somebody else that the Twins, like Eduardo Rodriguez is a really good starting pitcher. And I know that he was out, I think he was out for at least 1 full season. So but Barrios $20 million a year, Eduardo Rodriguez for like $12-15 million a year. And he's saying that the Twins were not in on Rodriguez. I think that's going to happen at least 3 more times with starting pitchers that sign between now and December 1st. All right?
Okay.
Makes sense?
Write
Yeah,
this
it does.
down.
I got it.
All right, Zach,
I can't
you're second.
I can't wait for you to be listening to every Scoop podcast between now and December 1st to
He'll tweet 'em out.
quantify this.
He'll tweet them out, yeah.
Okay.
Like he always at least, like he puts most of his takes that he gives on
That's
the
true.
podcast on Twitter.
Yeah, that's true.
So, all right, Zach, you're up next.
All right, write this down. Gophers men's basketball team will win the next 2 games, and Gophers football team will win on Saturday.
Wow, look at you. Who do the Gopher basketball team play in the next 2 games?
They play IPFW and
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
IPF.
But
That-
I think the football game
IPFW.
will be-
Vaunted.
Square around much? Get that bunt
That's right.
down?
The football one is the one that I think could be a little tough on Saturday.
Oh, I hope not.
It shouldn't be, but
Indiana, I hope not.
what happened
Their
to Penix?
offense looks struggling.
Wasn't Penix a good
He got hurt.
like rising star quarterback? So
Yeah.
he's not even playing right now.
And he wasn't playing. I think he was struggling, and then I got hurt. I don't know if it was a knee or Achilles or something. He's been out for the past month or so.
Has he? Okay.
Yeah.
Shows how much Indiana football I've been paying attention.
Yeah. How can you not follow Hoosier football? They were back. All right.
All right, Judd.
Josh Okogie will either be traded by the Wolves this season or after it, but he will not be on the 2022-23 opening game roster. So Josh Okogie, at some point in time, either this year or after the season gets traded, this isn't working. He won't stop shooting. Like he should
How
come
is he-
in
how often
and
is he
grab
shooting?
some boards and play defense. And when he gets the ball, he should pass the ball. And he thinks he's improved at shooting, and it's just an eyesore to watch.
Here's what's really tough. They actually do play much better defense when Vanderbilt, Beverly, and or Okogie are on the court. So if you can keep 1 or 2 of those guys on the court,
Yeah.
you play better defense. But that's the problem, I feel like, in recent Wolves history. Like Chris Dunn was kind of like that with Tom Thibodeau, and they've had other players in the past too where it's like you don't have to sacrifice all shooting for a player. Like, oh, we've got this guy who plays great defense, but he literally builds houses with bricks. It's like other teams in the NBA have guys that are two-way players. They play defense and they knock down threes. So Josh Okogie is shooting 32% from the field through 11 games.
Oh, it's brutal. And
From the field, not from 3, from the field.
And the worst part is he worked on his shooting during the summer. And so he's come back and he's like, I can knock down shots now. It's like, no, you can't, man. You're me. Don't try. Like, just play hard. But then
It's
pass
also
the
like,
ball.
I mean, I know there's
Preferably
examples
not
of
to D'Lo, but
guys
pass the
have
ball.
improved their shots. Like, I get it. But at some point,
He hasn't.
God, you've been in the league for 4 or 5 years. It's like, why can't you shoot yet? He's also listed as a shooting guard, too, which is funny.
Well,
He
that's
can't-
Judge, just because you had some caveats in there, I had this written down as Josh Okogie will be traded and won't be on the Wolves roster by opening night next season. Is that accurate?
Yep, that's fine. I'm just
Okay.
saying it's either going to be he could be traded during the course of the season or after. But
Okay.
I think that's exactly right. So
He's only shooting 3 times a game, so I think you're over exaggerating how often he's shooting.
the Monday night game rubbed me the wrong way. He tried to shoot.
Okay.
He needs to calm down. Okay, Declan.
All right, I'll go with the Wolves prediction too. I will say, write this down, that Karl-Anthony Towns will have at least one 30-point game by next week's. Write that down. So the Wolves play the Spurs, the Grizzlies, the Pelicans between now and next week's. Write that down. Cat will have at least one 30-point game between now and next week's. Write that down.
Okay, I see someone's trying to protect their batting average lead here.
Yep.
Smart play.
Yep.
Smart play.
Yep.
Write this down.
Okay, I'm going for home runs
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think I can win the batting title at this point. So maybe I can get a few home runs in the last month.
You don't know. Declan could go on a slide like me, and
Sure.
you're going to win
Oh.
the batting title at 298.
I feel like Declan's found his swing though. Like he's kind of got it grooved a little bit here. He's
Yeah. Do you
know,
remember
he's
when you
not-
thought I found my swing?
All right, parlay here tonight.
All right.
The Timberwolves will beat the Kings by double digits. I believe they are a 2-point favorite. They will beat the Kings by double digits. And Ant, Cat, or D'Lo will drop at least 30. I don't want a home run here. So it'll be a blowout of some kind, and Ant, Cat, or D'Lo will drop at least 30.
Write this down.
All right, Zach, your third and final prediction.
All right. The Twins will not re-sign or extend anyone over $20 million per year until March. We'll have this end date at March. So they will not re-sign or extend or sign a free agent for more than $20 million a year.
So Buxton's probably out then, right?
Yeah, I think eventually they're gonna see that they're gonna trade Buxton. I don't think we'll make an impact free agent signing.
Yeah, there's a big Ken Rosenthal story in The Athletic yesterday, sort of detailing the Twins they're haggling with Buxton's camp still, which has been happening for like 2 years. I don't know. I think you have to sign him and just cross your fingers. If you already said goodbye to Barrios, if you say goodbye to Byron Buxton, now you are officially in a multi-year rebuild. 2 years after you had the best home run hitting team in baseball history.
I think that's what we're heading to. I think they're trying to get a little bit younger. I think they're trying to find a way to offload Josh Donaldson's contract too, and I think that's what's going to happen.
I don't mind that.
Yep.
That wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean conditions have
It just didn't work.
changed since they signed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Zach, since you've got this platform here on Mackey and Judd, you've done a great job with your predictions. Is there anyone in your life you'd like to thank that brought you to this pinnacle moment?
Just my family and friends. We love sports like you guys do. I listen to you guys every day, so I'm just happy that you guys got a platform on the phone where I can listen during work. So
Awesome, man. All right, Zach.
Thank you.
Good work. We'll get you on
Thank
again
you.
sometime.
thanks, guys.
All right, that is guest listener predictor Zach taking his swings.
I like him.
All right,
Good
Judd.
swings.
Okay, I'm going to actually take Zach's prediction and counter that because I'm not going to say that Byron Buxton won't be traded, but I will say this. You can write this down. Byron Buxton will not be traded this winter. So if we get to spring, I get the point. But there's this contention that they are not going to trade him, and then on December 1st, this league is going to shut down. So at that point in time, he ain't being traded. So Byron Buxton will not be traded this winter.
So the spring equinox is March 20th.
Yeah. So,
So if-
anytime after that,
Okay.
when baseball resumes, he might be traded. But they're not going to. Why would you race to trade him before we go into what could be a months-long work stoppage? There's no reason to do that.
Okay. Did Jake Depew send you the quotes from Falvey, or he just texted those to me last night? I think I just got
you.
those.
I did not get those.
From
I guess
from the
I'm
Score
out with
Twin
Jake.
show.
I thought Jake and I were tight. We were partners
No,
on that
too.
show.
No.
So Dex, I guess we're out.
No, we're out, buddy.
Are you guys
I got that.
scale of 1 to 10? 1 being a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being like you're totally still in, and 10 being you're just completely sick of him. Where are you guys at with Derek Falvey right now?
Dex, go ahead.
10 being I'm completely sick with them.
10 being like I don't ever want to just be gone, just go away.
A 6. A 6. It's not completely high, but I've definitely teetered on the scale. I'm annoyed, definitely, but it's a 6. It's still lower for me.
I'm at a 4. I'm not
You're still in.
I'm disappointed by what's going on right now, but they did some good, and so I think this to me is the tipping point. But I don't know which way it's going to go.
I'm like a 12 after reading this quote in The
Damn.
Athletic yesterday. Okay,
Let's hear it.
Okay.
this is about the Byron Buxton stuff and what are they going to do? Quote: "It's not like something that has snuck up on us at this point. We've long been thinking about a lot of players, and as they approach closer to free agency, these things come into focus a little more on both sides, from a player's perspective and a team perspective. Now we're working through understanding all sides of this. Ultimately, we'll proceed accordingly. At this stage in the offseason, we're still just navigating our strategy and planning and trying to understand what's available to us and what the market looks like on all periods. As is always the case, this isn't unique to Byron or otherwise. There are people on our team that are interesting to other clubs, and we just always need to work through what does that look like? What does our team look like as we navigate it?" He is the king of speaking for 5 minutes and saying nothing. And I almost feel like he puts more energy and effort into making sure he doesn't give something away than actually building a great team at this point. Where are the pitchers? 5 years. Bailey Ober? Bailey Ober is the shining star for this franchise right now in terms of pitching development currently on the roster. It's just like, and then like these conversations, like, what are you going to do with Buxton? You going to trade him for 25 cents on the dollar and then watch him go play in a World Series for the Yankees or something? You have to sign Byron Buxton and just cross your fingers. I don't know. This front office.
You're worked up.
You're very
worked up.
upset about it.
Yeah, you're very
I
upset.
know.
That you recently announced you're totally out on.
I told Declan yesterday before the show that ordinarily, like, frustrating Twin seasons have happened pretty much every other year for my life.
Yep.
And I always kind of, I get mad at them, and then by the time winter meetings come around, like free agency, all right, now I'm kind of back in. Okay, what can they add? How can they kind of get back on the horse here? I am not there yet with this team. I'm still pissed about the Astros series from
Dude, you
like
need
a year
therapy.
ago.
Like, you need twin therapy.
Yeah.
Your anger is so high. And you know what also gets me? You just ripped a partner of Bally Sports North. And I feel like we need to offset that. Hold on a second. Coming up next, Derek Falvey talks about an offseason strategy that's sure to get the Twins back on top. And then we go home with Byron Buxton to see how he prepares, and uncertainty makes him better.
And then Burt Blyleven talks with Cody Stashak about pitch grips. Next on Valley Sports North.
Cody, don't start crying, dude. It's
Dude,
okay.
remember-
It's gonna be okay.
Do you remember when the Twins were really bad at the end of the Terry Ryan run before, like, they lost 100 games? And Fox Sports North put like 6 or 7 episodes of great pitchers around the league
yes.
showing their pitch grips with Burt Blyleven.
Yes.
Nothing to see here. The Twins are terrible. Look at Max Scherzer's two-seam fastball grip. Coming up next.
Oh, God, I feel so cleansed. I feel sports baptized when I hear the tune. I feel like purifying.
Okay, all right. Who's next? Is it Declan?
Declan.
I don't
Me.
even know.
Yeah, it's me.
It's Declan.
I'll go for the whole. I think this is a home run here because it's a parlay basically. The Wild will win their next 3 games
That is
against
a
the
home run.
Stars, Panthers, and Lightning. The Panthers and Lightning is
yeah.
a back-to-back.
Oh, that's
but-
tough. Yes.
But
that's
I
a
will
home run.
say they'll beat the Stars at home on Thursday, and then they'll also sweep their road back-to-backs against the Panthers and Lightning. I'll go for a home run here.
You've been brainwashed. Something happened to you. I don't know what happened. There must have been.
I got room.
A
I got
song
room.
playing in your head when you heard that.
No, I'm guessing that I'm gonna get
Is a sweep of Florida possible?
coming up next.
Coming up next, we talk to Kirill Kaprizov through his interpreter to tell us why he's going to try hard in these 2 games.
But first, the Wild go to Tampa, Florida. Go to the beach. Oh my God.
Look how nice the weather is.
There is.
Nothing. The Wild lose 8-0, but look at the weather here.
It's the Sunshine State.
Oh, my God.
Oh boy.
All right.
I feel-
Final prediction.
I feel
Write this down.
Here.
It's from you, Phil.
Purified.
It's me. Okay.
Yeah, go
Okay, so I didn't. No spoilers here. I have not caught up on last night's episode of The Bachelorette, but Michelle from Minnesota has brought the entire remaining crew to the Twin Cities, and they're filming. They filmed a bunch of episodes like toward the end of the Twin season in the Twin Cities. So anyway, I don't know what happens yet, but here's my prediction for. Normally it would be hometowns. I'm just going to call it Final Four here, Declan, because I don't know how they're going to do this. That Joe Coleman and Ulo will be among the Final Four, both of them. So former Gopher basketball player Joe Coleman and Ulo, who has become my favorite guy. Ulo looks like a heavyweight UFC fighter, by the way. Just jacked. Yeah, those guys will be among the Final Four.
Okay. How do you spell Ulo? U-L-O-H?
O-L-U.
O-L-U.
O-L-I-U-D-O-H. And he holds a lot.
Okay.
Oh, Ulo, hold me. Hold me.
My first guess was Oli Udo. That's why that was the first thing that came into my mind. Okay. Olu. Got it. All right.
He may hold a lot, but look at his shoe collection.
Coming up next, we go inside the
But
closet.
Michelle went to a Twins game.
All right, those are your write that down
What
predictions.
if the negative in life could be overcome with that one song?
Judd's on the snide on write that down, but don't look now.
No, but like just day to day, like something goes wrong in life, and all of a sudden that song plays, and it all turns out okay.
Oh, you got a flat tire on the side of the road, but now at least you don't have to have your wife nagging you when you get home because you're going to be late.
Roadside assistance.
Yeah, exactly. Coming up next, AAA, just a call away.
All right.
Yes, you got food poisoning, but you lost 10 pounds. Let's go through your weight loss program. Coming up next, you spent the entire day in the bathroom, but your bathroom was recently remodeled.
Your excuse to clean your bathroom.
All right, let's write that down here on Mackey and Judd. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for a little reckless speculation.
Life's all
Thursday.
better.